Welcome to Durs Codes. This is a little preamble to what we're going to build. So the outcome is you drop your puzzle pieces, it explains the app, and then once you've learned about the app, and you can skip it as well, just a fun little intro. We're going to make it a little more interactive too, so that the information is valuable, But once you fill it out, it'll intro you into the site, and then from there, you can go in and start testing the app. This will be launching on studytree.ai, which currently is just an AI study directory. So then it loads the site, and then if we go to slash, still got to work on the design of this, but it's going to live in here. We're not going to focus too much on the app right now. This is what we built with the new ChatGPT image model, and 4.7, 5.5 did do the 3D as well. We have a version that you see, and we used Claude Design to get to this point. So yeah, if that interests you, stick around for the build. Welcome to Durs Codes. If you are looking to learn today, to learn ChatGPT Image 2.0, ChatGPT 5.5, Opus 4.7, and Claude Design, how to best take advantage of them in today's design flows, and how to build an app from scratch, and how to do this without any experience other than installing some prerequisites. I'm not going to go through installing anything, but I will explain what I have. And if you have some questions, you can reach out to me. I'd be happy to help. So this is something that I built with Claude Design, Three.js, ChatGPT Image 2.0, ChatGPT 5.5. So and Opus 4.7. Now, this is a pretty simple site, but you notice that there's that little animation there. And then you go to start for free, it loads up. And then it's got these little toggles. These little toggles here are just a soundscape. So right now I'm running a soft murmur, but if I turn that off and I go here, turn these on, they're a little loud, so I'll have to cut that out. But you can turn on the soundscape, you can change the volume, you can change the color of the app. That's not working right now. Maybe it's only when things are on. No. Yeah, there we go. You can change the color of the app. This is a domain searching app, so I found the domain sketchy when I was searching for. There's a .cards domain, so this shows you different TLDs, and this shows you TLDs that match with the source lookups. Then there's a whole seeding lookup. So we're going to build something interesting, but I'm also going to show you how to use all those tools, show you some techniques, show you how I made this thing where I'm in a computer in a 3D environment, all under, let's say, 30 minutes, and see what we can build. And I hope you have fun. I hope this brings some value to your life, and I hope you keep checking out the channel. So let's dive into it. And just a little ad here. I'm working on this app called sketchy.design that allows you to print 3D business cards to your 3D printer from your home. And so if you've got a bamboo printer, I'm going to have a print to bamboo by the time this gets out live. And you'll be able to print QR code business cards with cutout logos from SVG, add text, so on. So it's sketchy.design. So let's turn back on the murmur. Let's get it cracking. So we want to think of a project that we can work on. And I think a good way to do this is to do one thing. There's always the idea browser. It doesn't hurt to see what's going on there. Senior ride service that keeps families in the loop. We don't want to build some generic SaaS right now, though, to be honest. I want to build something with 3D, with Claude, with ChatGPT, all the latest models. So let's go to Cosmos, and let's just look at some cool 3D design. So let's say Sphere, and let's do a voice agent. You know what? Cancel that. Voice agents are really hard to do over screen share, and I don't really want to set that up right now. So what if we were to build out a environment? We need an app. So we're exploring right now. Don't worry, I'm going to cut this up. This is going to smash. So I do have a list of ideas of apps. I have a list of domains. Let's pull up one of my projects. So if I go to CMux and let's go to my root of agency 7, cd dot dot slash dot dot slash. Let's list these out by recently visited. Let's actually look at old. So Yo status, that's a physical hardware device. AI flow.video, that is quite a bit of work. Funnel fix is boring kind of. Trend niche canvas, not 3D. Study tree plugin. Study tree could be something interesting to work on with these for 3D. I think we're going to do a study tree. I own studytree.ai. Another sponsor break here. This is just a directory site, but it's going to have an app soon. It's got a whole backend administration automation to keep it running. We're going to do something with study trees. So let's go 3D tree. So the most interesting thing that's a 3D tree that is simple. 3D tree simple, 3D tree animation. Let's think about this in different ways. So tree, tree. What's a way tree study animate? Um, so what if we had spinning trees? We need somewhat of a style to go with this. Pixelated tree is kind of interesting. So, because that could be easier to render. Pixelated tree. This pixelation is kind of nice. Which pixelation do we like? And by the way, if anyone's looking for a way to blur your screen while you're live streaming or recording, I've built this blur tool called Blurry, and it's just Command Shift B and it blurs your screen. If you go to ders.codes, it will be up there under products. I'll make it free for the next week. Just use the coupon code DERS codes and you'll get it free, and then it'll go to $7. So I think this is a decent pixelated tree, but are there others? Raining effect is kind of cool. This one ain't bad. Let's see here. So we're going to go to ChatGPT next. I think this is a good starting point. So we're going to say ChatGPT, create image, paste. Can you make a series of different stages of horizontal aligned trees growing into the z-axis, into the screen and away from the screen, horizontally on the x-axis on the left and the right? Plot them so it looks like there's all these trees growing into a forest from small little buds pixelated into large ones in different gradient colors. Let's throw some green and a little tiny bit of purple and then a lot of influence from this image for style. So that's going to give us our base image. And from our base image, we're going to make a wireframe. And then from that wireframe, we're going to make a 3D model in the browser. Now, it's not going to be as accurate as this in 3D, but you can get some pretty interesting results. For example, this here scene, when we load up, came from and was inspired by. This is okay, but not quite. Let's see what it looks like bigger. It's interesting though. It came from logo design. It came from this here. So this I wanted to make 3D, but it was a little too hard to get it rendered exactly. However, this was from an image inspired by this on Cosmos and my old site for Nonji, which is the brand studio I'm working on with the free domain tool. So that's nonj.com and ojy.com. Okay, so let's get into it. So now we've got our ChatGPT image. We don't like it quite yet. We need another element from Cosmos. I want something futuristic, vintage. Glossy is always nice, but let's say snow. I don't really show faces, so it's just part of my religion. I'm Muslim. It's not all Muslims follow this, but I just happen to. I'll show you what I show you when I find it. That will be an inspiration. Okay, I think this here I like. So on blur, we're going to use this as an effect in our tree growth. Paste it in here. Can you add a mixture of this effect into the pixelation? Make the pixelation squares bigger, make the trees in a more random pattern, have them be a little more ethereal, and that's about it. So we're going to let that cook like a cake. And we're going to start thinking about what it is we're going to build. So I'm going to build a story around StudyTree. So we're going to go to studytree.ai, and its original app was this app, Branch Think. And Branch Think was an app to transform ideas into visual decisions. It worked with Limitless Pendant while that was out, and Kraken. App.studytree.ai. So you need app.studytree.ai. So you need dot slash. You got to remember this stuff. Where did you put the cookies? Okay. We got a lot of local hosts running. Open in default. Okay, so this design isn't very nice, and something about it is broken. I know it's missing an element of 3D. There we go. There's missing that. So we are going to take in all the information from this page as everything that this does. Open Claude, blah, blah, blah. And we're going to go into Codex. We'll go into Agency 7, Brain, create new. We're going to open up, don't work in a project, work in a project. We're going to add a new project. We're going to add that app.studytree. So app dot in here. And we're going to paste in that screenshot from it. Actually, we don't need it yet. We're going to say, make a mermaid diagram of what this app does and how it can help people study in the docs folder. Bear with me here. It may seem like we're running in circles, but we're actually running in circles. So don't worry. We've got branch think. I just want to make sure that it captures everything. So we're going to also do the same thing with branch think. We're going to add a new project. And I'm going to go to branch think.ai, which is at, it was at app dot. Oh, okay. So I found it, and I found the GitHub source. So I will unblur. All right. So what I'm going to do is StudyTree AI Canvas git clone into this folder. And then we're going to ask, sorry about all the rigmarole, we're going to ask for a mermaid diagram of that. This is to build up our context for Claude Design. We're going to start with ChatGPT Image though, but let's open up Claude Design while we're at it. So, okay, here's our enhanced one. Don't like it still really, but it has something going on for it. Let's go back to Cosmos and let's say I like this. So let's say, can you make the trees in a wave like this and make them growing out of water like this? And make the trees' heights different and their widths different. All right, so it's going to do that. We're going to check into Codex. And we are going to say, can you make a mermaid diagram of this repo as to what it does and how it helps people study and learn about themselves? Okay, so we'll check out this mermaid diagram. Okay, so we want to copy the mermaid diagram. We want to go to ChatGPT, and we are going to say, use this diagram and use the imagery of the trees and show how they connect together in this application with tooltips and speech bubbles showing how it all ties together in a visual way. So we're going to do one at a time. We're going to create an image. So now it's going to take this style that we just created in pixelated form. I do dig this. It's very video gamey, but also kind of galaxy brain. It's not a bad style, actually. So it's going to go in cook now. And what I would say here is we need the second mermaid diagram, which we've got here. Once this image is done and we like it, we'll update it with the new one, and then it'll merge the two apps that I've been building for a year or two into a visual, and then we can turn that into a 3D landing page in some manner to explain what StudyTree does. And then I'll show you the app, and that'll kind of be how to go from idea to visual to website to interactions to an app. Obviously, I came up with the app idea in a different format than that, but it doesn't really matter how you start. This is pretty fun. I'm definitely enjoying this flow. And we're going to use Claude Design too. And we're going to use Opus. Right now, we're using 5.5 in Codex, so don't worry, we've covered that. It's pretty good at interesting things. Okay, so this is quite interesting and quite intricate. So we have, I want to learn something new. Okay, so this shows more of the web app architecture. We want to focus on the use of the app. So can you redesign this as a landing page for a website that shows all the features for the user? We don't need to advertise the architecture, but we do need to show what the architecture needs to surface in the web app when they first land on the page, like sign in or take a quiz or whatever it is based on this whole image. So could you make that landing page with a good call to action and an interesting 3D environment of this flat surface in a pixelated form? I think we're really starting to cook now. I also need to know this architecture quite well so I can just, we're going to build this app. So we're going to go into, I think we should just build it from scratch. So we're going to go into Agency 7 Brain or app.studytree.ai new chat. Create a new project called studytree.ai 3.0 with Next.js, Clerk Auth, Convex DB, an MCP server, React Flow, a Vercel gateway for OpenAI and Claude API chats, a voice agent from 11 Labs SDK, and this architecture from these two mermaid diagrams mixed into one mermaid diagram that I want you to write, and that's about it for now. So I'm going to paste in those two mermaid diagrams. If you're unfamiliar what a mermaid diagram is, I will show you right now. So if we go to mermaid diagram online, and I go, I'm already logged in here, but I just paste in this diagram. And we'll let it, it's got to repair it with AI. Continue with, I know I have them both. I think GitHub and Google for this. I'll keep my limits, blah, blah, blah. I'll just replace this this diagram. Because what is this? Oh, something really old. So it needs repair, fixed with AI. They give you some free AI repairs, which is pretty nice. I didn't realize I had errors in these. Okay. Oh, okay. Apply. It didn't have errors, it just had syntax at the top. So this diagram shows you study inputs, upload source material, questions during study, blank topic, pasted notes. There's an AI agent layer. It generates an initial tree. There's branches. There's a living study tree. There's how it helps people study. There's the persistence layer. So anyways, that's a mermaid diagram. Kind of can do a lot of different things, but that's one way I use it. I'm getting flaky tired here. Flakes. Okay, so one thing here is we need to check in the Codex. Okay, it's making its first scaffold. We need to check in on ChatGPT Image. And then I'm going to pause for a second. So this is the landing page, eh? Boy, is that intricate. I think this is too complicated. So, and we want to make the wireframe anyways. So can you make this as a simple line drawing wireframe, as simple as possible, that still explains everything, but no visuals, no colors, all black and white, plain wireframe, but still the same ideas. Alhamdulillah. So then we're going to take that into Claude Design. We're going to use my Agency 7 AI design system, I think. That's an agency that I run. I think we'll stick with its system for now because I don't want to build a new one. And I'd like to stay on brand for a lot of the stuff I build. I can always tweak it. So let's check in on that image. If I go to ChatGPT, okay, so here's our wireframe. This is much better for what we need. We're going to download this. We're going to Claude Design, project name, studytree.ai. I'm going to go create high fidelity. We are going to take that wireframe. We're going to go look for a font. I do like the studytree font, actually. So I'm going to find out what font this is. Cormorant. Google Fonts. Google Fonts. Cormorant. Okay. We're going to say, I was going to give it to it, download, study tree, download zip, Cormorant. What's the difference between these two? Variable font. Okay, now it has a font. Now we don't want the essence of the app. So we were originally looking at um, this sort of stuff, but I think it's kind of lame, to be honest. Kind of like the river, kind of like this. So I'm going to pull this and I'm going to paste that in as a reference. Kind of like, let's go to Cosmos. What are you calling me, a Cosmos Ripper? That's what I am. And let's search. Let's just go for study. Like, what do people? Ooh, these are clean. I like this. This looks like no. I'm gonna say this. This is happy. I'm gonna say Islamic studies because those are beautiful, and I wanted to have a grand feeling. This is good. What about Arabic? Whoa, what a gorgeous thing. And what about, I think that's a good start. So let's paste some of these in. You see how a lot of these can become accents of each other. So like it is about mixing, but it's also about like taste and like experimentation. And then we want to attach our code base. So we're going to attach our new one that we're building. So in Codex, okay, we got 2,200 lines built. We'll let it keep going. Once the new Mermaid diagram is built, we will swap it in there. And that'll really put us ahead. We can, and yeah, and then we're going to also use paper. So I don't know if you're familiar with paper, but it's a very good system with agents that can be called by Codex. So it's going to help us really nail down our design and our flow and our editability of the app over time and have it follow a good design system. Okay, so let's check in on Codex. Collaborative tree flow. This is probably going to cook for a while. It's got a lot to do. Might burn down a server. I'm just kidding. But alhamdulillah. VoiceAgent.tsx, like it's gonna take this thing a while. This could be like a 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour run. Obviously, I won't make you sit through that. What else could we work on? I don't want to do anything until we get that diagram in here. So, well, actually, we could do the landing page and then do the app from the landing page. So let's say Let's. Oh, I want that diagram though. That's going to be important. Yeah, we need it. So we can work on the logo. Or I guess we have the Study Tree logo as that, but the app logo could be different, I guess. We could work on stickers. Let's make stickers for Study Tree. So our logo is this right now. Copy image, ChatGPT. Um, we'll mix that with. Let's go to look at stickers on Cosmos. Like I said, I'm a Cosmos ripper. Stickers. Okay, what are some fun stickers? These are kind of rad. These are pretty cool. Let's start with these. Oh, it's an animation. Cool. It's got. It's not gonna work. Oh, I like these. Okay, so let's make some study tree stickers. Can you make some stickers for the study tree app? The study tree app logo is on the left. There's some sticker inspiration on the right. Go to town. All right, so we're making some stickers that you can download from the site, and also they'll be able to have badges in the app and for gamification. How's Codex doing? Build is green. Oh, so maybe it will be able to do more than I think. The build is green. We'll see how much it actually wants to do. Review changes. README. Does it have route? Look at all this code is written. It's pretty wild. This is all from a year and some work, just all tied together. That's pretty nice. I'm going to nest this. Okay, here's our stickers. Oh, I like this. Oh, we kind of did too good. Like, too good. Understand the core, remember the rest. What do you want to learn? Ask anything, learn everything. See everything, learn deeply. Oh, this is like an unfair amount of goodness. I want to print these. This looks so good. We cooked. Turn confusion into clarity. We cooked HQ. Hard quant. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Completed. If there's an app that can run from this, I'm gonna lose it because there's no way there's anything AI 3.0. Here we go. Okay, so it's got conceptual stuff. This is correct. So we're going to do a couple things. We're going to refresh here. Examples in that. Okay, so there's topic or decision, there's a sidebar, there's a voice agent, there's a node chat, there's a canvas generator, there's a learning loops. All these can be moved around. This is going to be much more interesting once I start using it. If I generate a tree right now, it's not going to do anything. Merge the branch, click here, clear, add a blank branch, lateral. Okay, so I'm going to say take a screenshot of that, add that here, and then we're going to look for the mermaid diagram in Codex, which should be in docs. That's where I asked it to put it. ABCD docs. Here we go. I'm going to say copy, put it in here, pasted. I'm going to say create a landing page for study tree AI learning app based on all the information I've given you. Now we're going to let Claude cook. We're going into extra usage, but they gave me some free usage because I used up Claude Design in like half a morning. I went a little hard on it. One lesson is, use ChatGPT images first and use this for your final pass. And have a design system and build that up with like things from Cosmos or things you've already worked on or logos you like or fonts or what have you. Okay, so it's going to ask me a lot of questions here because it's confused. Which visual direction feels right? Stay strictly Japandi? No. We want the second. What should the hero visual be? App screenshot? Animated illustrated tree of knowledge diagram, but built from nodes? This one? Okay, we've answered their questions. Alhamdulillah. It's almost time for prayer. I've got 8 minutes. See if this will cook in 8 minutes. Do you think? The other one didn't take that long to hook this up, and this is going to be quite a complex app. It's going to hook up to OpenClaw too. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but there's actually a lot going on here, because it's also going to tie into Omni. And I'm also building an app that records above your desk and transcribes your writing, and that's going to feed into this app and a desktop. A desktop app, kind of like how Omni works. So there's going to be quite a bit of things going on. But let's see here. Oh, continue. No wonder it's not cooking. Stickers. I still can't believe those stickers. Like, I honestly feel bad. I feel horrible. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I gotta bring those stickers into Claude Design. You know what? No, I'm not gonna waste credits in there. I've got the stickers. I'm gonna bring them out into Figma, into paper. Yeah, they'll come. They'll come. What else? How's this doing? Okay. It's thinking through this whole thing. It's going, what are you doing? So, just a little break from the sponsor. If you happen to live in Canada, I run a AI and automation company. We do websites, but like that's not our main thing. That's just something we can do for you real cheap. Um, we offer AI software, lead generation systems, voice agents, AEO, AI SEO, generative engine optimization. This is the StudyTree app. This is sort of like a bit of a walkthrough of it. The animation's not working so well here. It's supposed to be zoomed out a bit, but that's just a case study of it. Yeah, so we build AI software. If you need help from us, we can integrate with all these things and more. It's not too hard nowadays with AI to integrate. Yeah, so if you're in Canada, if you're worldwide, we still would work with you through us, but we also have agency7.ai, and it's a little bit more future facing, OpenClaw. We got some paperclip stuff going on. We'll have Hermes running. Yeah, so if you're looking to get that integrated into your business, let us know. And let's get back to it. It's building the landing page it claims. I'd like to see more of the actual code. The to-dos aren't checking off yet, so now let me build the landing page. I'll plan sections. It'll be really interesting to see how this turns out. I feel like I'm going to feel the same way I did with the stickers. Those stickers, they killed me. I don't know if I don't know. So we're basically going to build a whole app, a landing page, stickers, in within an hour. And the only model we haven't touched yet is 4.7. But we have met our goal almost of what I said we are going to cover tips and tricks. It may seem pretty easy, but this stuff takes confusion and turns it into clarity. Learn smarter, see everything. This one kills me. I don't know why this one looks so good. I originally made this logo with Google Mixboard. Or is it Mixboard or is it Mixboard? Mixboard? Yeah, Mixboard.google. This is a pretty fun tool to spin off logo ideas. I think I'm in a different account there. I'm still cooking. So it cooked all right. I like it. There's things I really like about it. We have to change this image. I like this. I might make the design in the app close to this. This marquee is really nice. The logo is missing. I'm going to do a little experiment. I'm going to grab our stickers, and I'm going to say, can you place these stickers in a sticker pack somewhere in the hero design as a 3D element of stickers that someone could get as they use the app? Think of different lateral thinking ways that could be integrated, and use the study tree logo that I'm going to give you as the study tree logo instead of the one you have given. I'm going to grab the study tree logo. So it stayed pretty rigorous to my design system, which is good because it kept things really clean and professional. But I just want this to have a bit of an edge, and I want that 3D that we were talking about. So that's where we're going to start with the stickers to do 3D, and then we're going to bring it in to Claude, and then we'll marry the two of the app with Codex and yeah, we'll go from there. So I'll send it. It's scrambling. Okay, so I'd say that's a complete failure. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take ChatGPT. We're going to say, give me the study tree logo on its own. White background. And we also had earlier on this 3D. We want to do a 3D environment. Let's do a paper 3D environment. So let's look up, go back to Cosmos, paper 3D, paper 3D, paper 3D. This kind of paper 3D, paper 3D, paper 3D, paper 3D. This is more, this is what we're looking for. I'm going to say, okay. Oh no, we want the sticker though. Make the stickers in this style. Make the stickers in this style, still their same shape and gradients, but in 3D cutouts. And leave some blank spaces like the image. This is going to form our 3D landing page. And then we're going to bring that into here. And we're going to keep all this content and structure that it was doing for us, but we're going to make it more 3D. So use the actual images instead of using them as, I do and don't like that. Like, what does this mean to people? It's cool though. All right, let's crack a lackin'. I guess one more sponsor break. If you're looking for an AI wearable, trying to keep the site up to date, let's just go with this one. This is an interesting project. I'm going to mute it. Oh, it's already muted. Oh, is his project done? No, there we go. Use. It's so you whisper into it. It's a wearable. That's it. Good stuff. Yeah. Anyways, if you want to get a discount on Omni products, just use Anders. Go here, get some Omni stuff. It's good. Try 11 Labs. And then if you want to tell us your story about how AI wearables have helped you, let us know. And we'll have some stickers for that too. Well, that's what we should cook up is a new site for that. Yes, 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 yes. Let's see how our. Oh, look at these. This is how the landing page is going to go. Like, what's the point of what we have right now when we can do this? So, should we create a design system for this? No. Okay. We have to make this S3D with Claude Code. So we are going to go to Claude Code in the CLI. So CMux, you're my friend. CD studytree.ai 3.0. Yeah, we'll put it on the homepage. So Claude, and we're in auto mode. I would highly recommend to use the CLI right now. I still like the app, but auto mode is just killer. Sure. Auto mode on. It uses deterministic AI, or it determines whether or not it should ask for permissions, and then it asks for way less permissions. So we need to create on the homepage of the site. So the app should live at slash. We need to create for the homepage for this site this design in 3D. And what we're going to have to do first, we're going to say, make sure I've downloaded that. It's just too good. Can you make this as a wireframe that we could pass to our Three.js designer so they can create the 3D model of it? Can you add all the interaction it's going to do, like moving shapes in and out of their spots, and how they'll be like little puzzle pieces? Can you label that in the wireframe as an interaction? And think of what's possible with Three.js and how you'd explain that to a developer. We'll go, yeah, and this is an image edit, so it'll do that. And then we can pass that to Claude. So this wasn't a complete failure because we need this information, but we're going to take all of this and we are going to, I'm going to go back. Can you go back a version? There used to be a backup version button, edit. I was thinking, wonder if anyone owns the domain lateral.design. Lateral spaceship. Because that's a common pattern for coming up with design ideas and product ideas to use lateral thinking. 2024. To be honest, that could have been me that registered it and I'm forgetting, but see what this is. No, it isn't. Yeah, that's a good name. It's an okay site, nothing special. All right. Um, okay, studytree stickers, 3D wireframe and interaction spec, pickup, drag, magnet snap, return to tray. Cool. And then I can add in the graphic after. So I'm going to say download. Now, this is all experimentation, so keep that with a grain of salt. Oops. Downloads. This is instructions on how to build it. Use Three.js. And don't worry about the colors, just we want the shapes for now, and then we want the interactions and the text, and build that out on the homepage and keep everything in the app at /app. Cook. I really want to get something interesting for you built here, so I would be interested at the same time what V0 would do with that same prompt, because it's pretty good. So there's Opus 4.7, but I'm going to give it max. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to give it a similar prompt. And I'm going to say we need to create on the homepage of the site 3D landing page. Okay, that's everything we need there. So we'll see how they do against each other. I mean, if Max can do 3D stuff that Opus can't, that'd be interesting. Maybe I should run it with 5.5. Yeah, let's run it in Codex. And so it's actually, we'll have to do it in a brand new app. Put it in the user existing folder, agency 7 AI. We're going to call this experiments. Open. I'll give it the exact prompt. Did I give it the image? Yeah, I did. Good. Give it this exact prompt, and I'll just let it do it however it wants to. Doesn't need a stack. You can just figure it out. It needs Three.js. That's about it. Could need a different processing, but component scene, statue, context, shapes, board, sticker tray, UI overlay, 2D. Codex is cooking. V0 says it did something already. So it's already setting up while Claude is building the shape library, building text on the stickers, assembling board with preset slots. So it's been going for 4 minutes, and V0 is saying it's going to have something. This is it, V0? I think something's broken. Get started. I don't see anything, V0. Let's refresh. Loading 3D experience. Okay, so it's broken. The 3D experience doesn't work. It's white screen of bad stuff. All right. Claude so far is but I could use 4.7, but I want to compare with them, give Max a shot. It does certain things. Let's check in with Codex. Codex is just, Max is running amok. I think I need to take it out of Codex. It's rewriting the scene. What else do we got here? So we've got our, I do love this. Let's see if we give this to C Dance and see what it will do if I just tell it to animate it. I think I used all my C Dance credits because the agent went nuts. Let's do Flow. Gemmet Flow, Google Video, Flow, Google Ads. Okay. Let's okay. Get started. Disk. Where's new project? New project. I'm going to paste this. Nothing to paste, it says, eh? Let's paste this 3D. Oh, I'm going to have the stickers animate into the 3D. That's what I'll do. have them grow. It's like stickers and the with them sort of like add ingredient, add ingredient. And we want to do video frames, 16 by 9, VO quality, 200 credits. How many credits do I have? 200. Let's cook it. Prompt must be fed. Stickers growing into result. You need more AI credits to complete this request. Dismiss. Subscribe. It's going to do those at least, though. Well, was it worth it, folks? Oh, V0 says it's got something for me. Where are you, V0? Okay. Yeah, I didn't think that it was going to work the way I expected. Let's see. Quiz yourself. Oh, look at these little objects. Oh, I can move the object. Oh, oh, you. Okay, I'm going to do something fun with V0. I'm going to say, give it a bigger challenge. I'm going to say, now match the objects to these shapes and exact design in this image. It's not going to be able to do it. I could have given it 4.7, I guess, but I don't think 4.7 is going to be able to do it. I don't think 5.5 is going to be able to do it. The 3D stuff is hard. Like, this is cool if you didn't know how to do this, but I used to do some 3D stuff when I programmed, and yeah, it takes time, but okay, so let's check in with flow. Oh, it's about to cook. That's pretty cool. I don't mind that one. What about this one? That one's better. I don't like the extra puzzle pieces, but that one's pretty cool. Study tree. Cool. That's going to be the intro to this video. Let's go download. 1080p upscale. It did a pretty decent job and it didn't mess up the text. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't need it to keep looping though. Let's see. What is Codex doing? It's cooking. It's cooking like a pre-tool use pre-flight. Is it doing anything? Review changes. Oh, it's doing stuff. Stickers. Bleep, 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 bleep. All right. Implement interactions. Curious what my usage is at. Oh, I didn't need to open that. I'm going to check my Claude usage. Claude AI usage. So my current session, 12%. I've used 9% until Sunday. So is that this Sunday or next? I guess that's this Sunday. So I'll be fine. Claude Design was that Sunday. Oh, nice. So I didn't spend any on Claude. And I still got $90 left in usage credits. So that's good. And we're back, folks. Let's check in. Ooh, I think the Claude's gonna finish. Codex is still thinking, but it started 4 minutes later. Claude's been going for 19 minutes, so it's not that bad of a cook. That's pretty good. That's fast food some places. Verifying build and dev server. Is there anything else we need to do? I mean, we've made stickers, we've made a video, we've made an app, we made a landing page. We've gone through the flow. The landing page isn't there yet. That's what we're doing right now. The app isn't there yet, but we've done some processes. We've done some cooking. We've done some remixing. We've done some ripping. Come on, when do you guys finish? I want to see the results. And then I want to do some, oh, we got to do the paper layout too. That'll come. And then we got to do a remotion video. But we'll leave that for another time. Let's see here. So, oh, I see a screenshot of something. Okay, so it failed. But it did some of it. Maybe it's like correcting itself. Because look, some of these shapes are right. Statue logo's almost right. So who's gonna do better? 5.5 or 4.7, do you think? Put your votes in. My vote is on, well, it's a tricky one, but my vote's on Claude. And Claude, well, but mind you, I've had better success. I built the entire the business card generator 3D with 5.5. So, oh, this is 5.5. This is our landing page. These are our stickers. Oh, and we just have to skin them? Like, it's not perfect, but this is elementary. This is, this is, okay, I'm pretty impressed. It just magnetizes back? What? No way. No way. 5.5? I think you're going to blow the water out of Claude. There's no way 4.7 did that. There's just no way. I think 5.5 is better in 3D. This is my first inclination, but that's huge if that's the case. Look at these shadows. There's shadows. And it's magnetized. Bloop. 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 Like, my nephew could play this game. Bloop. Bloop. I gotta save this. I don't want to lose it. No, I won't lose it. Shut off. Computer don't die. And it's still testing itself. Verifying build still. I'm so glad I ran these. So glad I ran it against. Got my hopes down by running against this. Like, okay, this is Max's version. Not that bad, but like, come on, doesn't even stick. No shadows. Look at this little study tree. Look at this little study tree. Yeah, people talk about benchmarking. I think I'm a good benchmarker. Like, I've seen some benchmarks, and you just got to get creative. I can't even look at it. What is this? I'd like to know what is this little green thing. Like, what is that a tree? Grow your tree, study tree. Like, how could I can't do anything with this? Okay, CC much still verifying 75,000 tokens. How are people burning billions of tokens? Agentic. Check in with Codex. Codex is still cooking, and it already has something amazing. Like, imagine when we skin that cat, even if it's not like, oh, it's off screen. I hope it doesn't break itself. It won't. It might break itself, but it won't. If you know what I mean. So testing the side inflow of the app. Okay, here we go. Dev server's running. 3007. Localhost 3007. Localhost 3007. Oh, what? Even this is kind of cool. Oh, start building. No. View interactions. Why can't I drag a sticker? It's not. I'm gonna say it's not centered, and look, it was working before. First, let's add its current state. Get status. Get init. Get dot. Get commit version. Yes, I could ask it to do all that, but I didn't. Image. I can't click the puzzle pieces, and it's not centered. I should be able to fix that because it got pretty close. Unless it was Claude that we were looking at here. No, I don't think so. Because that was, yeah. This is still verifying build. It's exploring. And it's in its own work tree, right? Oh, it's in its own experiment. Oh, yeah, that's why. So is it doing it? Untradeable. Looks correct. Locals 3006. What's this one on? 3007. Let's just see what's on 3006. Oh, that's the old. So it doesn't even move the app yet. Oh, see, it failed. And I feel like it had it before. So maybe we were looking at this the whole time and not slash app. So maybe it put it at slash app. Maybe it reversed what I thought it did. Oh, I think it was, yeah, it was Claude that won the show. Claude won. Yeah, because you can even move the puzzle pieces to the wrong place. 5.5. 5.5, like kind of did it, but didn't. Interesting. You put, so still verifying. Ooh, it'll be so nice when this is skinned. Bro. Because these can literally be buttons that explore the site, but they're also puzzle pieces. This is outstanding. Claude, you outdid yourself. I have to say, yep. Claude, you're the winner. Sorry, you're the winner. We'll see what 5.5 did, but Claude wins. Okay, get add commit. Now we're gonna scan it. So I think you can see the flow now to get pretty interesting interactions with ideas and design. And think we started all the way up here with this stupid little pixel tree, and we explored 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 and we mapped things out, and we ended up with this so far. It's not even there yet. And then we can bring in this, our info, our professionalism, and bring in this interaction, and it'll be like, who built this? That's what it'll be like. You're like, who built this? And then I'll be like, but I guess AI must have done it. It's like, how did AI do that? Oh, they had a good teacher. No, I'm just a guide. I think that's how I see it. It's enchanting right now. Okay, he says it's done. They say they're done, eh? Okay, that's not, it doesn't really work. Tree logo. Okay, I like parts of that. I like how, I don't like how it like just floats there. So let's say can't see the whole canvas. I can't see the whole canvas. It's not centered and it's too zoomed in. Can you get add and commit first and then fix it? Okay. Now we're gonna give it the real test. We're gonna give it, is it this one? Yeah, we're gonna give it that one. That was this one, right? Yeah. I want you to skin. Okay. Can you skin the puzzle pieces with this image and make the shapes a little closer to the image? If it's too hard to reshape, interpret, and make it look close to the image in style, but keep all our magnetism and our perfect 3D setup the same. But try and shape it around the image, and obviously the skins and the gradients and the textures and the shadows and the colors and the yeah. So that's cooking. We're almost on 2 hours here. It's gonna be a long edit for me, but we stayed pretty consistent. So we'll see what this does. And I committed before, so can always stash and restart if we need to. Pretty happy with all this. I really want to get something cool for you that we can show at the beginning to get you excited, and then you can see how it was built. And Codex is saying all this nonsense. And that video is good, but it's not even really necessary with this. Like, boom, boom. You could even, since these are 3D, you could even like print these. So, whoa, it jumped to the other one. Boom, 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 boom. They shouldn't be able to go through each other though. No. So a square can fit in a square. Can this fit in here? No. Can this fit in that square? Yeah. So that's where, yeah. Study better together. You know. Oh, that's something else. This is cooking. This is cooking. It's a substantial aesthetic overhaul. It says it's substantial. You can do it, Claude. I believe in you. I believe in you, Claude. I believe you can do it. I believe. I believe. What else is to do? We gotta cook some more. Let's go back to ChatGPT Image. So we got stickers. What else can you make? Let's make this. I want to make this as a 3D object. So isolate the study tree puzzle just on its own and make it. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna bring that into Meshy, and then I'm gonna print it. That's more for me than anything. Well, this is you know how it goes. Okay, web preview 3007 says it did something. Still not centered. See, it's like a little bit better, but I kind of want to see how Claude's doing because. Okay, so plan. Rewrite textures, add palettes, gradient, grain, sparkle helpers, colored illustrations per sticker drawers. Oh, let me see. It's doing a lot. Look at that diff. I haven't seen diffs in a while. I guess I don't watch the code ever. Pass palettes via stickers, slightly shrink deco plane, tweak body material roughness for softer foam feel. So this might totally ruin it, but it's worth a shot. View interactions. Just say, just tell it one more time. The canvas, oops, the canvas is overflowing the bottom and right, and it's not centered. It should be up to the left corner, so I can actually see the whole thing, and then we can improve on it. Is there any other? Well, I wouldn't want to be doing anything else other than this right now, so CMOX. Oh, it's did some stuff. It took a screenshot, so maybe it's got. Yeah, it's trying, but it's like it can't. Well, maybe it can eventually. At least it's mapped it, you know? It's better than like if it can cut them, like if it can clip them and wrap the edges with color, then it could actually look like the stickers. Because look at this one. It's like not half bad. Study better together. Do 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 do. Arugula. Oh, went to the wrong spot. Let me see how it's cooking here. What did it say? Let me reset if you put white in the bottom pillow so the text doesn't clip. Okay, so it's trying to figure out how to get the text from not clipping. So I think it's talking about this one and these. So here's my question. Once we have it, the puzzle pieces, we should ask Claude Design how to integrate the puzzle pieces. I asked it to remove the stickers. Oh, yeah, remove the stickers for now. And oops. And integrate these puzzle pieces into the hero in some way. No, it's not gonna work. I know it isn't. I don't want to waste my credits. Remove those stickers for now. I'm gonna say yes, go ahead and do that. CMOX bash reskin. Okay, so let's done some stuff in here since we look last. Shaping them a little bit more, I think. It's trying to keep their shape, which is smart because it already built all that, and that takes a long time. It's good. Oh, it says, okay, so it says it's done. I don't think it's right. I'm gonna say the shapes still have gray around them, and there's text that gets clipped. I want you to resize any text that get clipped to fit, and I want you to wrap the gradients around the edges so that it looks like one solid piece. It shouldn't be that hard to do that. So that at least they look like the puzzle pieces still. It doesn't have to match the original perfectly. Okay, did we do something in here? Oh yeah, I can 3D print this. So I'm going to bring this into Meshy. See what Meshy does with this. I feel like it's going to say that's too big a file, but we'll see. And if Meshy doesn't do it right, we will also do it in, what's it called? Spleen. I tried some stuff with Spleen today and it just failed outright. So we'll see if it can do 3D still. Like I tried some stuff and it made the worst stuff I've ever seen. I'm not saying I have to upgrade. Maybe they refunded me because I did complain to them. Yeah, okay. Well, we're not using Spleen then. That's fine. Their stuff is quality, but I don't think it could do it. I was trying to generate this, but as like more textured and correct. So say Namji on it and okay. Is this having trouble? Oh, it's dilly-dallying. Okay. Let me refresh, see if there's any differences. Nothing yet. It's thinking. That's thinking. There's a lot more we could be doing, but I'm getting a little worn and torn. I just want this to work. No, I had the fit font, so it sounded like it did textures, but that's better. That's better. That's better. My study tree. But if you compare the two, it's still not as cool as this. You see? Like, it's just not. Some of them are, I guess. The study tree logo, I think we are going to. Sorry, but I think if we get that as a good 3D object, well, that's just poop. That's poop. That's poop, 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 poop. Let's check VisCom because I have done stuff with that. That's been okay. Log in, create new file, start in studio. Let's drag in this. Let's go generate 3D sharp v2. If it can do this, that would be nice because it's really not that hard of a model. Like, it's not that complicated, but it's got some nice texture to it. That's just like, we could do it in Blender with Claude 4.7. I don't feel like that at the moment. So, is this the best we can do? I'm going to say some of the text is still clipping. Can you fix it? And this one just looks git add and commit, and some of the text is still clipping, and the puzzle on the top left should just be the icon full and the shape of the icon, if possible, not some weird shape that it is. We'll see. Did Codex fix anything? Maybe it needs a hard refresh. Okay, this is Codex's version, eh? Yo, 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 yo. Oh, I see. These are pieces that go. That's kind of smart. Codecs are not too bad. You're kind of smarter in a way because you were a little more logical. Because you're like, oh, that doesn't have a spot. So I'm not going to use the same technique. I'm going to say, can you give each. Well, actually, I'm going to give it the color because it was able to do it better, the shapes. So actually, the study tree one, I'll ask it to do it exactly. That's what I'll do for each one. Can you skin the study tree puzzle exactly like this image? 5.5 might win if it can do this. So could you imagine if it was as nice looking as the image, but then it did that, and then I just have it snap in place further down the Y or Z, Y axis, or like Z in? I guess it depends on the angle. Yeah, this is getting interesting. Did it do anything? Not yet. Let's see here. So Codex is cooking a special composite piece. Okay, it's gonna try something, it says. I don't mind this little star. It's like, look at me, I'm a little tree. This guy's like, yep, I'm a tree. So it's like study better together. I could just remove the ones that don't work. So oh look, and it fixed some of the buttons down here. It fixed all but this one. So it's still working. This is looking better. I'm impressed. And then I can have zoom animations. And when you click one of these, it takes you to an explanation of the app. Okay. Handy, handy. And it's still mustard. I like that. What's this saying? Oh, look at that. It's horrible, but it's not bad. I want to see it. 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 Refresh. Okay. That's cool. It looks weird as can be, but like there's some quality stuff there. And I can actually print that one now. These should be the downloadable prints. So I'm gonna grab the Learn Smarter with Everything one from here. I'm gonna check Viscom. How did it do? Loading 3D model. No, kinda did okay. Like it did some things good. It still looks like some styrofoam Kapapki. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And let's exit out of here. And let's go and say, can you give me the Learn Smarter, See Everything one on its own? Okay. Ooh, I think we're getting some stuff going in this one. I refresh. Oh, it's broken. That's just because it's doing a render. And let's check this one because it's still working. Oh, when you hover over them, it shows you their place. Cool. I kind of like that. See what it does with the gradient on the next one. That one's polishing up. That one's thinking. That one's compacting. Oh, should have. Well, still want this as a 3D print as best as it can get it. Study tree branch think. This one is still broken. Yeah, still cooking. Is this one done? Feel like it. Let's wait for one last tweak, it says. Yeah. Okay. Okay, it says it's done. This one. So it'll be ready for the next one. It does look okay, but it's not perfect. ChatGPT. Still thinking. Analyzing image. This one. Oh, it's back. I think it got everything but this one. Yeah. And this text is a little bit off. So I want to move this along. So I want to have each one of these buttons open up a page in a book. And that book is going to be what the app does. And those pages, I have to figure out the layout for that. We don't want too much 3D. We just want React. So, oh, this is still mustering. Okay. It's funny that we tried to do this with V0 and this is what we got. This is That's my fault. Oh, I think this is stuck. Maybe it'll come back. Sketch, I think it's starting from the beginning. So once we get this, we can continue. This is still cooking, I suppose. Auto strengths and no colors but draw fixes. So it's making some nice fixes. So let's think of our next prompt. So we want all of these. We still have our original design. Okay. So we're going to download this as an HTML file. It may feel like this isn't even needed, but it is, because we need to explain the app. Export as HTML. Let's check into our image here. There's no way it's taking that long, so let's try this again. Give us the learn smarter see everything puzzle piece all on its own. Okay. And they're probably starting to get overloaded, I think, because people are starting to realize how good it is. Okay, so that's good. It committed. All right. I want you to, when I want all the puzzle pieces put around the board, sitting outside the board in a box, and you have to take them out and place them on the board. They magnetize in, so it shouldn't be that hard. And when one lands in, I want it to zoom in onto the puzzle piece, and then half the page on the left will be the puzzle piece in the top left corner with a title and then a magazine style description of what it does. And you can look in the repo for what it does. And then if it's just like an icon, just if it's not an actual explanation, just don't do that interaction. Just like show little sparkles as it gets put in. And that's the next step of this landing page. Okay, so we've got that going. Check into chat. There we go. Download. Can you skin the learn smarter, see everything puzzle piece exactly like this? It's the second puzzle piece. So we'll see what it does there. We're making headway. Because this actually can be like chopped. Let's see how long this one takes. It's going to take a bit of time. I think they both are. So I'm going to end it here and edit, but if you want to tune in to the next build, I'll post sometime in the next couple of days where study tree is at. And thanks for tuning in. And there's no way anyone made it this far.